Hey everyone, it's Alini. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to Trunks versus Silver. Special shout out and thank you to Brandon Overstreet 1466. Thank you for the suggestion. So I'm going into this completely, I don't know who either of these people are. I don't know anything about them. So we're going to listen to what Death Battle has to say about each of them, make our educated guess, and hopefully we can keep our win streak going. Make sure to go show Death Battle some love and let's get right into it. Rooster Teeth. The last few that we watched were super old. I'm excited to watch a newer
time
one.
cop of the Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Silver the Hedgehog, secret
Silver
freedom
the
fighter from
Hedgehog.
Archie Sonic.
While these two
Don't even
temporal
know
warriors may
who-
be well known,
who
today
either of these
we're
are.
looking at their counterparts from alternate universes.
He's
Oh.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
Weapons,
who would
armor,
win
and
a
skills.
death battle.
Okay.
Everyone knows Trunks is the coolest Dragon Ball character. Don't lie,
Trunks,
when he showed
Dragon
up,
Ball.
Goku wasn't the only Super Saiyan around. You popped a Shenron in your pants.
After witnessing his
We popped
entire
what in our
world
pants?
slaughtered by a deadly android duo and using his mother's time machine to hop to the past to make things right, Trunks made his
I want a
triumphant
time
return
machine.
to his own time period.
But for this version of Trunks, that's where things start to get a bit different. When he was intercepted by this JoJo posing fairy chick.
The Supreme Kai of Time, Cronoa. She watches over all of
Cronoa.
time in the Dragon Ball universe and was forced to arrest Trunks for his alterations to multiple timelines.
Welcome to the world
She's
of
like
Disney's
the
Loki.
time
Oh, sorry,
yes,
Dragon Ball Heroes. An
exactly
alternate
what I was gonna
universe.
say.
No, Xenoverse,
time
where
police
every Dragon
from
Ball story has its own
Loki.
canon timeline. Kinda like if some nerd's weird DBZ fanfiction became totally official.
Oh, Amazing
And it
World of
rocks.
Gumball.
Unlike his more well-known counterpart, this Trunks was made to atone for his crimes against time by joining Cronoa's secret enforcers,
Ooh.
the Time Patrol.
Time
I'll
Patrol.
give you one try to guess what the Time Patrol does. But hey, even if it wasn't on his to-do list for
Restores
the
the
week, Trunks
timeline.
is the perfect guy to protect the whole multiverse. He has the usual collection of the Saiyan's key powers, but also a magic sword straight from the hero of time.
Ooh, a
Nope, not
magic
him.
sword.
Not
Oh.
him. That guy, yeah.
Even with
Who's
the
that guy?
different
He had a
timelines,
crazy
it's
mohawk.
heavily implied this Trunks has lived all the way through some variation of the Goku Black Saga. Therefore, he possesses all powers the original Trunks has, including the ability to assume the golden form of the Super Saiyan.
And
Golden
gathering
form of
ki
the
from
Super
other
Saiyan.
life forms to make
Saiyan
this ultra
physique.
huge laser sword.
However, he has also performed a divine ritual to
Burning
unlock
attack.
godly ki within
Buster
himself,
cannon.
taking on the incredible red
Healing.
visage of a Super Saiyan
Gallic gun.
god.
God
Oh,
power
shoot.
sure does
God
come in handy
powers.
when
Okay.
he's fighting literal demons, like when these weirdos revive Mechikabura, the ruler of the demon realm, causing all sorts of time breaks across the Xenoverse. It's kind of a mess. Lucky for us, Jocelyn's even nerdier than Wiz. What useless
Who is
knowledge have you got
Jocelyn?
for us today?
Come on, dude. Knowledge is
I've never seen
useless.
Jocelyn.
Okay, so all the major timelines in Dragon Ball Heroes are recorded in tomes called the Scrolls of Eternity. Anytime
The
somebody
Scrolls of
hopscotches through
Eternity.
time, another one of these scrolls poofs into existence.
Okay.
There's just one teensy little problem. There can only be so many scrolls. Once you hit the limit, surprise, you just triggered Cosmic Armageddon. And that's
Oh,
not
shoot,
even
that's
counting
not
all
good.
the lesser timelines branching off the main ones Trunks and co have to keep track of. Anyway, Trunks
got
and the
their
Time
hands
Patrol are
full.
some of the only peeps who can time warp without causing these distortions.
Time
thanks to
warp.
unique devices like this armband.
That'll
Though
come into
sometimes
play.
the patrolman gets ballsy and tries to mess with time themselves, like when Silas tried to rewrite Dragon Ball Heroes, both the world and the game. Oh yeah, did we mention that? The universe is an arcade game in its own universe.
Yes and no.
What?
In the far-off future of the Xenoverse, the Dragon Ball Heroes arcade game essentially serves as another method of time travel, allowing future warriors to
Ooh.
visit iconic moments in the past.
So much for preventing the Ragnarok of the multiverse or whatever.
That's where those lesser time branches come in. They don't count. Just because.
These machines also send an avatar of the player back in time, complete with an
Okay.
assortment of collectible cards that can summon facsimiles of well-known characters.
That's right. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a rare reverse holo now.
Trunks himself is an avid fan, along with his disciples Beat and Note. Fun fact, Beat is a descendant of GT Goku.
Trunks even funded a dual disc style hero switch so he can use his cards on the go. And you thought Trunks was cool before he went full Seto Kaiba. Now, he somehow made the Great
Great
Saiyaman
Sword,
look
Time
badass.
Travel
That's how you
Armband.
put polish on disappointment.
E-Sword.
And I thought that was pretty damn impossible.
All these powers, gadgets, and cards certainly came in handy against foes like Mechikabura, but they weren't always enough. Even Super Saiyan 4 Vegito had trouble fighting the Demon King, who created a black hole to consume every timeline in the multiverse.
Until Trunks broke out the
This is a
ultimate
lot of
Deus Ex
information.
Machina,
I'm trying to
the
pay
Key
attention.
Sword. No, not
Make
that
sure I'm
one.
retaining it.
That one, yeah. This epic blade
Look
isn't
at
just
that
a sword.
one.
It
That
can
is cool. I
completely
think I'm gonna
shut
have
down an
to
opponent's powers.
3D
And
print
thanks
that.
to being powered by Pinky over there, it can summon the power of the Eternal Time Labyrinth. Which is just really fun to say.
Yeah,
Well,
it was.
even more fun,
to
it
listen
traps
to.
targets in the crack of time, a bubble of reality
Ooh,
outside
not the
all
crack of
timelines
time.
with windows into others. And the Key Sword was powerful enough to finish off Mechikabura in a single strike.
Obviously, this puts Xeno Trunks in the upper echelons of Dragon Ball power levels, even eclipsing the main timeline's Goku, who could destroy the universe up to 13 times over when he first channeled Super Saiyan
Okay,
God.
so he's
The
defeated
same
some pretty
Goku who
cool,
could push through
very
hits time
powerful
skips and could
people.
fly from Grand Kai's planet to Hell in less than a minute.
Considering the
Okay.
distance between these two realms as displayed in this canon visual model, that would require speeds over 29 quintillion times faster than light.
And that was even before going God, let alone getting training from Whiskey.
Whis and many of Trunks' patrol buddies are just as impressive. Like you! Well, the you who battled Demigra in the Xenoverse game when he had control over all time and space. Or
Like
the
me.
you who fought the demon Shamel who threatened the whole multiverse. You are technically a canon character in Dragon Ball. Congrats, I guess.
Wait, is she really
maybe now
talking to
you
me?
can throw that Kamehameha for real.
I have never played that game.
Oh, come on, you know you want to.
So the bad guys better watch out, cause Trunks and his time cops will always be there to stop them and protect time itself.
Okay.
It's the year 3437 PXE. The world of Mobius has entered an era of darkness. This savage future has been ravaged by unending fires, giant monsters, ecological disasters, and general dystopia of all kinds. But standing against this harsh and bleak reality
It's
is
a
a lone
hedgehog.
hero. A young hedgehog with silver quills named,
Silver the Hedgehog.
So, yeah,
Okay.
comic book Silver doesn't sound too different from the one in the video games, right? Don't count on it! This is the same comic where all the tales in the multiverse fuse together into this monstrosity. So strap in for a wild ride!
With no family to speak of, Silver was taken in by the last elders of his damaged world, including the immortal wizard of chaos, Mammoth Mogul.
Silver's goal was to
He was
become a
raised
knight
by
of
a
Cronus,
mammoth.
a time-traveling warrior who could save the future by changing the past.
Silver's base abilities include
Okay, we
super
got-
strength and super
this
speed.
is like a
though not
battle of
quite at
the
same level as
time
those of
travelers or
Knuckles
something.
Sonic, respectively.
Well, that's okay, because he's got his own special weapon, Mind Bullets.
And more.
Mind
A lot
bullets.
more. Silver possesses the rare power of psychokinesis, allowing him to move himself or other objects around with just his thoughts. He can
Ooh,
move
that's
anything
so
from
cool.
rocks to skyscrapers to entire mountains.
But that's not all he's got up his sleeves. Gloves. He always keeps a warp ring on hand, a size-shifting power ring that can teleport him anywhere he likes, even
Ooh,
other
I want one of
dimensions.
those.
And he can access the insight, resistances to corruption, and power boosts many other Mobians can attain with usual power rings.
With all this, he was a shoo-in for school with the Woolly Mammoth Mage. Thanks to Mogul, Silver got to learn about two other magic abilities he'd soon master.
What?
First up, Chaos Control! The
Chaos
magic
Control.
Mogul pioneered himself centuries ago. This is the stuff Sonic and friends used to shoot pew-pews and turn into super not Saiyans.
Then, Mogul discovered another magic, Cronus Control. With this, Silver can move through
Cronus
time with
Control.
very little effort.
Move
Made even
through
easier
time with
thanks to
little
his
effort?
Time Stone, a gem that governs time itself.
After doing tons of research, Bros, Sylvie and Mogul discovered that their shitty lives could all be blamed on just one person. Apparently, one of Sonic's own freedom fighters turned traitor and ruined
Ooh.
everything. What a twist! So Silver set off with a full arsenal to baby Thanos that bastard.
Only
Baby
one
Thanos,
problem.
that
The
bastard.
Archie Sonic multiverse is complicated. Hell, complicated barely even cuts it. Jocelyn, how about you take this one?
Okay, Archie Sonic's multiverse is similar in scope to something like DC Comics, with multiple extra-dimensional layers like the Chaos Force. There are infinite universes with infinite timelines and infinite characters.
Oh, as if Sonic needed more of those.
Including the likes of Mega Man, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and
Sabrina
Spawn.
the Teenage
With
Witch?
the Time Stone, Warp Rings, and
Spawn.
Cronus Control, no
Crazy.
timeline or dimension is out of Silver's reach. Though, like bad sushi mixed with vodka, time hopping this
Ew.
way had some weird side effects. Like
Like
decoupling
what?
Silver from time. So if he causes a real bad butterfly effect, he doesn't get erased like poor Marty McFly. He just has a lot of catching up to do.
Oh my gosh,
Sorry,
what a mess.
Can you
Okay.
go back to the part about Sonic the Hedgehog meeting Mother Spawn?
Needless to say, Silver had a hard time figuring out exactly what he needed to do.
I mean, even if it was more straightforward, he's not exactly the sharpest quill on the hog.
Good thing Archie Silver is way more badass than he was in the video games. He's fought all sorts of epic baddies across time and space, like Darth Knuckles,
Enerjack.
Gesundheit, who stole the souls of every Mobian in the world. This guy threw a whole
Enerjack.
continent at our weed-haired
That's a
hedgehog.
crazy name.
Despite fighting a literal dark god with far more power, Silver won the day by turning
I'm kinda
evil Knucks'
leaning
own
towards
attack
Silver.
right back at him.
Not too surprising. Silver's psychic powers on their own are strong enough to
Psychokinesis
teleport
is
instantly, disrupt any
I want that.
technology, close tears in reality, and stop time from being pulled out of him.
Also,
Ooh.
according to the Archie Sonic comic encyclopedia, Silver still experienced some version of the events of the Sonic 06 video game. You know, everyone's favorite.
Including the battle against Solaris, who could eat time, where Silver
What the
achieved the
heck?
invulnerable form of Super Silver.
He gets a major boost to match the speed and power of Super Sonic. As Sonic Man, without this supersonic energy, Sonic was
Okay.
already fast enough to outspeed stopped time. Let me say that again. Time was frozen, and Sonic could still move.
What?
the hell?
Naturally, Super Sonic and Super Silver should both be faster than this. But
Okay.
as calculating speed requires a factor of time, and this feat removes time from the equation entirely, this means Super Silver's speed is incalculable. His speed is faster than time itself permits
Can't
speed
calculate
to be.
it?
That's stupid.
That's Archie Sonic.
Okay.
Hardly a Superform's most impressive
think I
feat,
know who
though.
I'm gonna
There
go
have been a
with.
few occasions where the Archie Sonic multiverse has been completely
be
demolished and
completely
restored,
wrong.
and each one used the same chaos power Super Silver possesses. The most notable, of course, was when Super Sonic teamed up with Super Mega Man to counter the Super Genesis wave.
Which
Whoa.
completely rewrote all of time and space.
Luckily, despite being right at ground zero, the Superforms were immune to the Super Genesis wave's reality warping power, giving Sonic and Mega Man the time they needed to save the entire multiverse.
Oh no, what about...
Yes, even Spawn.
Oh, thanks, Satan.
Even
But even in this
Spawn.
brave new world, Silver was nothing short of a hero.
As long as this dorky
Dang.
hedgehog is around to keep up the good fight, even the darkest timeline will have a silver lining.
Hey, you guys,
All
it's
right, the
time.
combatants are set. We've run the data through all
My gut
possibilities.
is telling me
It's
Silver, so I'm gonna
time
go
for
with
a
Silver.
death
That is my number. I'm locking it in.
Time.
As if I'm on Do You Want to Be a Millionaire. Let's see if we're right. Let's see if we're gonna keep our win streak. What the heck? There goes the buildings getting moved.
Under arrest for unsanctioned time travel. Seriously?
Stop, you're under arrest for unsanctioned time travel. And it's very easy for Silver to move through time and time travel. Oh, there's his ring. Travel through dimensions. Oh, are they in London now? He can move anything with his mind. That is crazy. It's like Matilda. But way cooler than Matilda.
You see? It's no use! Rip off.
And we're in space. Oh shoot, not the moon.
Ah,
You just blow up the
crap
moon?
baskets. Mine. time, give me a good pull.
Is he ripping a freaking pack of cards? I'm so confused. And he's just throwing them, so now, okay. But Silver's gonna have some backup too, right? He's gonna bring some friends. Oh, there goes the sword. The sword shattered.
Now to shut you down for good.
Oh, look at that thing. Don't be surprised if I have that sword in my next video. I'm gonna see if I can 3D print it.
Chrono Tensei! Eternal Time Labyrinth!
Oh my gosh. Wow, look at this. Where are we?
Mobius anymore. This is it, Time Hog!
The end of your future.
I told you. It's...
Which stone was that? Chronos or something? I can't remember the names. That was so much information. You just cut him in half. Okay, but can he not just... Oh my gosh, that's how it ended.
Oh, come on! Trunks is way past cooler than furry Kyle Reese.
It is hard to imagine Trunks losing to anyone. However, Silver ironically had just about everything he needed to put the half Saiyan 6 feet under.
First
Ooh.
up, time travel wasn't much of a factor since
That
they
was
were
a
both
wash.
pretty
They
well
could both-
versed in it. Either
yeah.
way, Silver's psychokinesis could disrupt tech like the hero switch in the time
Psychokinesis.
travel
That is
armband,
going to be my
leaving
answer.
Trunks
Every time
without
someone
his
asks me,
gadgets and primary
what
method
would
of
be a
hopping through
superhero
time.
you want? I'm going to
Let's be
say that.
frank.
Or
In
superhero.
base form, Silver
Superpower.
never stood a chance at matching Trunks with his own
Psychokinesis.
power. Even in his super form, it's questionable whether or not Super Silver had the physical ability to match Super Saiyan Trunks. In short, it's practically impossible to lock down exact numbers and limits for their power levels.
So Trunks could have probably taken a win if he found an opening, but Silver's psychic powers have worked around similar disadvantages before. Interjack was way stronger than him, could match the power of Super Sonic, and
Yes.
conquered all of Mobius. But Silver could
And he beat-
consistently Uno reverse card his attacks
He could
back
beat
at him,
him.
and he wasn't even super at that time.
Trunks was obviously much faster than Goku's trip to hell. He could easily
Yeah,
be
but
sextillions or septillions
Silver,
of
you
times
can't even
faster than
calculate
light,
his speed.
Maybe even more. However, by the very nature of Dragon Ball powers, his speed must have a limit, even if it is impossible to know an exact number given what we've seen.
But Archie's super forms have consistently shown incalculable speeds. Sure, Goku broke
too
through Hit's time
fast.
skip, but
You
that
can't
actually
even
has nothing to do with
calculate it.
speed.
As explained by Whis, the effectiveness of time manipulation in the world of Dragon Ball depends on the difference in power level between the caster and their target. Such as when Kranoa attempted a time stop on Mira and failed, due to Mira's energy being stronger. Xeno vs. Goku has also mentioned how increasing his energy affects space and time around him.
In any other matchup, this would be totally buck wild itself. But no, Archie super forms just have to break time itself.
It's also difficult to put an exact number on Trunks' maximum level of power. The strongest beings in his continuity can affect his entire multiverse, which has infinite timelines plus the crack of time outside. In contrast, chaos magic wielded by a super form like Super Sonic can rewrite the infinite timelines in Archie Sonic's multiverse, plus the extra-dimensional realms outside, like the Chaos Force, Pocket Zones, Mega Man's own infinite universe, and yes, possibly even a multiverse with Spawn.
With
the scope
Spawn.
of Dragon Ball's cosmic
Can't
scale
forget
simply
Spawn.
does not compare.
Plus, unlike Sonic, Silver spent many years being trained how to use chaos magic by the guy who invented it. Hell, if Mega Man could rewrite reality just minutes after learning he could even use the Chaos Emeralds at all, imagine what craziness Silver could pull off.
Trunks' best chance was the Key Sword's ability to nullify
The
powers,
Key
like it did to
Sword.
Mekikabura. However, the Super Genesis wave explicitly could not rewrite the presence of Super Sonic or Super Mega Man, despite being able to rewrite even the extra-dimensional Chaos Force from whence it came. It's likely Silver's super form could resist the Key Sword,
Well-
at least for a time. Ultimately, while there are many versions of this battle where Trunks can win, Silver's superior abilities close out a victory more often than not.
Good
To
job,
make things
Silver.
brief, Silver was just hogging the spotlight.
This
The
guy and
winner
his
is
puns.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Silver the Hedgehog. Okay, Silver won. He beat Trunks. We have kept our win streak going. I'm very happy to report. So make sure to go show Death Battle some love. And if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, comment down below which Death Battle you'd like to see next.